I had it brought to my attention that the general said that if deployed, he would have the National Guards to protect the peaceful protesters against ICE. I think that that is duh. It's embarrassing that there is National Guard, that the ICE is attacking people left and right on these streets, making a genocidal and a violent and a whole lot of unnecessary situations because Trump doesn't like the political agendas and parties and he wants to flex. And that's all this is a flex. It's another diversion. The whole thing to impede on Democratic places or what places he don't care for is because he don't want to talk about them Epstein files. That's all they doing. When you see people getting yanked left and right and they're not even being read their rights, they're being in prison, they're being treated like impounded, and questions are asked later and what's going on. Um, it's just a travesty. It's a miscarriage of justice. It's a situation where things are just done in such a totality that they're just, it's reckless abandonment. The way I look at it, I've never seen anything like it. Yes, people have been, uh, you know, how do you attract people to a country when you are showing your ignorance and you're showing hostility, And how are you attracting people to want to work? Don't you understand? It's a shame, and things have gotten so bad that you see old Ronald Reagan clips where he was talking about immigrants are important to the growth of the country, and yet this is what you stuck with. The originator of MAGA, and this is what you are stuck with now. Talk about the craziness. Because if you saying anything good about Ronald Reagan or something of his administration, or Richard Nixon, God forbid, things are bad. And they are bad. They're very deplorable. The mess that Trump is pulling, the nonsense of this whole situation, Bottom line is, on one hand, you saying you want to take illegals and people out. But on the other hand, you're saying you get this gold card visa, you can pay X amount of money and you come in. I mean, you got to make some sense of it all to make the logic. But I applaud the general saying that if deployed, the National Guard would protect the peaceful protesters from ICE. How are you fighting against your own? How are you fighting up against civility, humanity, and respect? And Trump wants to jail everybody and he wants to scare everybody. And that's just such the hatred and the vitriol, which is so extreme. But this is what people signed up for. Because basically people are haters. The Trump supporters are haters, and they are very divisive and very negative people. And they can't tell me otherwise. You don't mean to tell me that you're in a land that you don't own technically, because everybody's